This episode is brought to you by Airbus, U.S. Space and Defense. Marine Corps Expeditionary Advanced Base operations require logistical support when and where Marines need it. The Airbus UH-72 Unmanned Logistics Connector provides proven performance and reliability alongside next-generation autonomous capability. As the Marine Corps revolutionizes warfare, the UH-72 Unmanned Logistics Connector evolves to support it. Visit AirbusUS.com to learn more. That's AirbusUS.com. We would like to thank Airbus, U.S. Space and Defense for sponsoring this episode.
Hello, Scuttlebutt listeners. We are here live on the floor of Modern Day Marine with Lieutenant General Charles Schirodi, a.k.a. my boss and overlord. General Schirodi, how are you today?
I'm well, thanks, Will. Thanks.
Awesome. So let's start off with, talk a little bit. What were some of your expectations for this year for Modern Day Marine?
Well, my expectations actually were pretty high because the team that put this together really focused me in that direction, and so they set the expectation for this year and the events that they pulled forward for this Modern Day Marine 2024 truly exceptional. And so I came in here like, wow, this is going to be pretty good. And then when you back that up with all the support that the Marine Corps has offered us to make this the success that it is, yeah, this year was the bar was really high.
Well, don't be bashful with it. What did the Marine Corps do this year?
So I think, from the Commandant on down, look, our DNA as Marines, we've always taken a kind of hands-off approach to our relationship with industry. And it's some folks take it to the extreme, but there's always been a hesitancy to really get involved with industry because there's a fine line there between, what you can and cannot do, right? Because there's the ethics, there's the contractual agreements, there's the obligation of the government resources that are sometimes maybe unauthorized if you say something. And so the challenge is, and what we've been taught even as young officers is, hey, that's kind of a stay away from that. Only program managers talk there. The Marine Corps has come to the realization that our future fight, our future capabilities, the needs that the Marine Corps has to have to win cannot be done in a silo. And so we have to have the across-the-table discussion with industry partners to really explore and help them understand what the capabilities requirements are. And then the industry partners have to give us that feedback. They have to tell us, hey, that's really up. We really can't do that, or we can. And I think Modern Day Marine really allows and enables that type of conversation.
So would you argue, I guess, with the changing character of war, that it really necessitates this closer relationship with industry to be successful in the future operating environment?
Absolutely. More now than ever, right? I mean, if you just take, the cyber domain in and of itself, that just examining that and the level of, AI, the level of technological advance that advances, I started in when it was 44, records, 38 records, and then we went to, a cassette, and then we went to an iPod, and then all of a sudden we were, we're beyond that. We're in the stratosphere now. We're talking about, AI that is redefining the way we think and fight. And as Marines, I think as DOD, we just do not have the deep enough understanding, not because we lack the intellectual abilities, but because it moves so fast. And we as in service members, Marines, we're changing jobs all the time. And we can't focus on the thing, but our industry partners can. And they become experts in that selective capability. And when you put that together with our tactical acumen, our ability to plan and bring together the joint fires, I think that's really when you win. And that's when you say, I can't do this without industry.
Awesome. Nancy?
Why do you think it's important for Marines to come to Modern Day Marine? What's in it for a younger Marine?
Well, I'll tell you, if I had the opportunity when I was a young officer to sit and listen to, I just left this, Fighting Smart brief here, and just to sit and listen from senior leadership on, the vision, the direction, the challenges, the risk, I think I would have been that much better of a Marine officer. And I think that's really, that's part one. Obviously, you have full access here to the senior leadership of the Marine Corps, and I think the commandant, the assistant commandant for that. Number two, again, I go back to this industry partnership.
Sure.
I may have an idea as a young officer, and that I need something. We're better than a place like Modern Day Marine to really sit down and to be able to express, hey, I have this capability requirement, and I really don't know what it is. But I've heard so many stories today, actually, of Marines coming back from the fight, sitting in a vehicle with an industry partner, and the industry partners explain the capability of the vehicle, and the Marine who has experienced the use of this vehicle in combat going, does this seat turn all the way around? And the contractor looking at him going, well, why would you want that? And he goes, because when I'm in a firefight, I want to be able to turn around and be able to engage with my machine gunner, be able to talk to my radio guy, and I can't do that looking over my shoulder and still doing these kinds of things. And he says, and that's how we get advancement in technology. That's how we get advancements in hardware. That's how just the general exchange of ideas and good ideas.
What a great opportunity for a comprehensive look at a problem from all sides of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, because you're talking from the the junior Marine all the way up to the commandant, and I would say it's that sweet spot is right there at that NCO, staff NCO, company grade level where they're hands on with this equipment that we're looking at here on the showroom floor. Yeah.
Well, Modern Day Marine has certainly evolved a lot since I've been participating in the past 3 years. How has the bar been raised this year?
Well, I think, if you look at these activation areas, these are areas that we really focused on, whether it's Objective 1, the war gaming, or it's the drone zone or all that. What we've tried to look at this year are what are the areas where we can bring ours being the Marine Corps Association subject matter expertise, and that we do really well. And that is, we bring together events and we apply the vision and the mission of General Lejeune, and that is, this professional military piece, education piece to it. And so you see these areas that are kind of, they're the cylinders which hold up the rest of the show, whether it's the main stage, the Marine Acquisition Zone, the Marine Zone, the Objective 1, Classroom of the Future. These are areas where we felt really needed to be placed into the show, really to draw attention for the Marine Corps, the need to really expand and increase the level of participation both from industry and we've done that. We've done extremely well in that regard.
It's especially interactive this year. I mean, just taking a lap around, you see there's a lot of shooting booths.
Absolutely.
It's adding that element, I guess, of dare I say fun into this.
It's King's Dominion.
Yeah, exactly. A retired Marine's King's Dominion.
Yeah.
Have you had, it's a lot of work for you, I understand, and for the team that puts it together, but have you had an opportunity yet to walk around and really enjoy it as a participant?
Day one now, but it's coming.
It's coming. So what's on your bucket list?
So I really enjoy seeing some of the future ACV capabilities and trying to understand that. I really think that for me that's one of the areas that I really enjoyed. Number one, because the vehicle I think is technologically incredible, but number two is I think it's something that the Marine Corps really needs to move forward on. I mean, it's a capability gap right now that is slowly but surely coming back, since we divested the AAVs. And so I want to really take a look at that hard and really understand, what that's all about and how we're what the timelines are. And then there's so many other areas that are great. I mean, like I said, I just left this main stage listening to their, it's a refresher course for me,
that's a good way to look at it.
And it's kind of regreening me and to try to understand and stay apace of the changing nature of force design, and I think that's probably the thing that I look most forward to. Yeah.
Well, we know you're busy today, so I'm going to leave you off with one question. What is your advice to any young Marine attending Modern Day Marine?
Get all the swag you can. No.
That's good advice for us, too.
Yeah, that's good advice. No, I think my one advice is really there's senior leadership here that you're never going to be able to, most likely never be able to interact with in an environment, a setting that is really disarming and non-threatening, and enables the opportunity to meet and talk. And I think that's, if I were a young Marine, or if I had young Marines that I was leading today, I would tell them, take advantage of that opportunity, because they're far and few between. And here, truly, you have I hate to say it this way, but the brain trust of the Marine Corps, 3/4 of it is going to visit us here this week. That's what the Marines really need to take advantage of.
Awesome. Well, thank you again
Good
for coming
advice.
on our show.
Yep.
And really great to have you, and have fun, and don't stay too busy.
Nah, I won't. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, team. Bye.
This episode is brought to you by the Marine Corps Association and Modern Day Marine. Attention, Scuttlebutt listeners. Prepare for an incredible experience at the Modern Day Marine Expo, happening April 30th to May 2nd at the Walter E. Washington Convention Center. Dive deep into military advancements and networking. Plus, the Objective One Wargaming Convention is back for its second year. Expect nothing short of awesomeness, so bring your A game. Don't miss out. Secure your spot now. Also, Nancy, William, and I will be on site recording episodes live from the showroom floor. Come by and say hi. Visit MarineMilitaryExpos.com for more details and to register. That's MarineMilitaryExpos.com. Hope to see you there. We would like to thank the Marine Corps Association and Modern Day Marine for sponsoring this episode. Scuttlebutt is a production of the Marine Corps Association. You have heard the voices and contributions from Major Vic Rubel, USMC retired, Nancy Litchman, William Trudy, and our guest. Ty Frazier is the editor, sound engineer, and technical producer. The Marine Corps Association is not an agency of the U.S. government. The opinions expressed in this episode are the personal views of the participants and do not reflect the official position of the United States Marine Corps, the Department of Defense, or the Marine Corps Association.